electing the right officials in local government, state's attorneys, county executives, mayors. The legislation has to be set properly so we can get the laws. Let's face it, at least in the state of Maryland, if you are incarcerated for marijuana, cocaine, African American goes to jail longer than a Caucasian.
Yeah.
Okay, the school to prison pipeline needs to start at the local government level. So the first thing we need to do as people, you need to get out and vote, and we need to figure out who are the people that are advocating to kill, stop, negate the school to prison pipeline. And I work with a lot of people every year with my annual Black History program, and we talk about that because the reason why I brought you here today, I wasn't ready for this question, but I was ready. The fact of the matter is, when you don't have the right elected officials, and then parents aren't doing their job at home, guess what? We send a problem to the school. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of, and we don't have a lot of time to talk about this tonight, because when you add in the mental health, it just
that we don't talk about, right?
Yeah.
At all.
Exactly.
It's rampant in our communities,
It's so
and
rampant,
it's never talked
even
about.
in my family, and
Yes.
died
Right.
even with my grandmother, like just.
And I'll just say this and throw it over to my counterpart, Dr. Essie McKoy, is that the school to prison pipeline, you need everybody. You need PK Kersey, best-selling author on Amazon, my brother. We're going to hear from him in a minute. Shout out to Brooklyn.
I love how you're segueing the interview. Don't think I haven't noticed. But in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, right? But I just got to say, our local officials, our community leaders, our educators, the school to prison pipeline is an epidemic across the country. We talk about expulsion rates, because when kids are suspended, what are they doing? They're sitting at home and they're missing education. And
Playing
that's,
video games where they're killing people.
Right? So
Yeah.
the way to really reduce the school to prison pipeline is to get everybody involved. Parents, we advocate that with community partnerships, with our Black History program. Kimberly, you spoke last year on entrepreneurship. I want to say this because I'm here about empowerment and small business initiatives.
Right.
If we can train up our youth, what is the Bible scripture? Train up a child in the ways you go and he shall never depart. The fact of the matter, if they're starting at play,
I teach people to understand that you have a life beyond what happened to you.
Absolutely.
And my story happened 7 years ago.
Yeah.
It took me a year to actually write the book, but it took me 6 years to actually publish it.
Yeah.
So I really need to think about how this touches everybody. People don't understand when you are in a domestic violence situation, your whole family, your friends, your acquaintances, everybody's affected by what you're doing. You know, for many years, I sat back and tried to hide the situation. You can't hide it. You have to get out here and get to communicate. And one thing I know, and we hear and talk about all the time in our Black communities, we don't talk about what happens to us. And if you don't communicate, exactly. And if you don't communicate, how can you help somebody else?
Right.
And so I'm trying to teach people to understand that your purpose is more than just being here, but also realize that you can move forward beyond whatever happens to you. I've had a lot of other things happen to me in my life, but
that feeling growing up in Brooklyn of you never know how the police are going to react.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of times you could be doing everything correctly, but there's still that fear that you have. So
And things seem to go left very quickly
Exactly.
these days with
Exactly.
the police. Not much conversation happening.
I can think
A lot
of
of shooting.
several instances when I've had interactions with the police where it like escalated quickly.
Because they can be very aggressive.
Right,
I've
right.
even spoken to officers who are very, and I'm like, why are you so hostile?
Right.
They're like, man, don't call me hostile. Okay. I'm an officer. You have your Wheaties this morning.
The worst thing to tell someone is calm down.
Yeah.
I am calm.
Or relax.
So-
Right?
calm.
Right. Tell me relax.
Don't tell me how to act.
So, but one of the things I am happy about is that our organization, That Suits You, where we go into schools and we teach young men about dealing with interactions with the police. We provide clothing to them so that they can change their appearance. A lot of times when we change their appearance, give them suits, teach them how to tie ties, their confidence grows.
Yeah.
you look fresh like you, PK?
And when their confidence grows, they feel that they can do more things, and
Right.
we let them know that you have options. You don't just have to be. You're not in a caste system where you be here for the rest of your life.
Right.
You have options. Think differently.
Right.
You don't have to think the same way. And I was so grateful that someone shared with me to help me to think differently. So that's one of the things that we can be going to help to empower young men to just think differently. And we give them something. It's one thing to tell somebody, pull up your pants.
Right.
It's another thing to say, pull up your pants
And put
then
these on.
and
Right.
then you show them how to tie a double Windsor, and
Right.
you put a Brooks Brothers suit on them.
Exactly.
So it's two totally different things. So as far as the interaction with the police, it starts. I mean, that's just the meeting point. It starts with education. It starts
Right.
with encouraging them. A lot of these kids are going to school angry.
Yes.
When they leave school and then they have that interaction with the police, something's bound to happen.
Right.
So we have to do some things where we counteract that. Why are you angry? What's the reason? What can we do? And it begins with a communication.
Right. I wish we could blast this out now to like all of the people in the world. Because, you know, if everyone could think this way, and I think that's like the theme of the night, and Kim, you said that earlier, thinking differently, doing differently.
Exactly.
You know, I love some of the terminologies you use, who you attract into your life and how. You know, it begins with yourself. So when you guys have this knowledge, you know, there's a lot of people that do have the knowledge and then they move on with it. The beauty that I find in all of you is that you're sharing it with the communities and you're helping and giving back, because that to me is what is truly, truly outstanding, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You know-
it'd be a shame to have the information and to help someone and then not share it, not give it to them. So
And I just want to piggyback off of what both of you all said. School to prison